Okay, yeah. That's LGBT kids, giving them the same rights that kids have by race and country of national origin and religion and disability and gender. LGBT kids are bullied. It leads to we've seen the tragic consequences of that, and I want to extend to them the civil rights that are extended to all these other groups. And I was told that it would be a poison pill if we passed it in the committee. We could have passed it in the committee because I had the co-sponsorship of every Democratic member of that committee. But I withdrew it on the condition that I can bring it up on the floor. And, I don't know if it'll pass on the floor, but we need 60 votes to get anything passed. But I know I have bipartisan support, and it's just a matter of getting to 60. And look, civil rights bills have, over the years, taken a while to get done. But I think this is something that these kids go to school, they're scared. It has terrible consequences psychologically. They drop out of school more frequently. They report, 30% of kids, LGBT kids, report missing a day of school in the last 3 months because they're afraid. That's just wrong. It's just wrong. There is a disparity, a tremendous disparity in, for example, Minnesota has one of the widest disparities. Mm-hmm. And we are addressing that in this bill. We've gotten rid of AYP, but we're focusing on the bottom 5%, mm-hmm. In raw terms, but also the bottom 5% in terms of disparities. So we will continue to separate out these subgroups and to be focused on those subgroups. And if your school isn't producing results to reduce these disparities, then you can fall into the bottom 5%. And also by keeping records of, the whole point of No Child Left Behind, and one of the strengths of No Child Left Behind was to actually put schools on notice that we are keeping track of how kids do by race, by language, with disabilities. Mm-hmm. And those remain very important. You know what? I love math. I love math, and I peaked like at second year algebra. That's like my academic peak was second year algebra. Like to me, second year algebra was like shagging flies. It's like the most pleasurable experience. It's like get to solve a problem, but I can do it. It's like I know I'll be able to get the answer. And so actually I have thought of perhaps at one point, when all is said and done, of going into, I've kind of had it as a secret thing of maybe doing second year algebra as a teacher.
Sometime in the future?
Or maybe just being a tutor to a kid or something like that. Because I find it, my mind just happens to work that way, in a good way. My son has that, my brother had that, Franny has it to a great degree.